Hi, I'm Moody, feeling moody. It must be time for a moon message. Today's moon is the waxing crescent moon under the sign of Virgo. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node Scorpio. Holy Spirit, Angel Guides, what is the full moon message for Scorpio? Hi, Scorpio. This full moon is in your sign. Fulfillment. This is all about you getting what you want. And I just heard, in order to get this fulfillment, what your heart truly desires, you got to let go of something. You have to get rid of something. Let's find out. What else does Scorpio need to know in order to get this fulfillment? The Chariot. Oof. Okay. The Chariot. Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. So it could be, Scorpio, that you are leaving a relationship that it's long overdue. There's a lot of betrayal. Actually, they broke your heart. You too could be at a stalemate. Neither of you are talking. But Cancer is here. Could have to do with home, family. Cancer is ruled by the 8th house. Family. Well, no, you are the 8th house. But I feel like something is going on with family. Somebody's ready to go. They want to leave quickly. This is your first card. You want to go after what your heart really desires, what's going to fulfill you. But it's decision time now. You're at a stalemate with them anyway. You two aren't really talking. You haven't been. Right? There's already been betrayal. Meaning you both have stepped out. So it is time to just let this go. And I was feeling like there has to be a release of something in order for what you really want to come in. So you're really at the center of your reading, paying attention to the desires of your heart, Scorpio. And willing to let a cycle end. There is some type of swift communication that comes in. Divine communication. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This heavy energy here. Also, Scorpio, Pluto goes retrograde. It is retrograde. Sorry, it is retrograde. Yeah, I think you don't feel the same way for this person. You realize that in the near future. You haven't for a very long time. It's been like pretend. You've been pretending. But under Pluto's energy, you have to get deep. You have to go deep. You're a deep person anyway. But when you go deep, you realize you were hiding something, some emotions, some feelings down in there. Yeah. But you can't under Pluto. Pluto's about transformation. You know that. You're the sign of change. Nothing stays the same. And some of us are made to feel uncomfortable until we make that change. I'm almost feeling that for you. Right? There's a lack of love. And you need love. You need those cups. You need those emotions. 3 of Swords, 8 of Wands. Somebody could even find out that they were cheating. There were a few people too. The Knight of Wands makes his rounds. He gets around. Creates a lot of soul ties. That's how this 3 of Swords came about. But somebody could hear some additional information regarding that. Let's see what that is. Either way, you are focusing on your fulfillment, your Ace of Cups. And that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. What else does Scorpio need to know under this full moon to prepare for something new? The Page of Pentacles. To prepare for something new by getting rid of something old. This is what I'm hearing. Closing the door on that path. Yeah, Six of Swords. This means moving forward. Pushing off something from the past. Getting away from it. Getting to the other side. Going through it. Getting over it. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. They go after what they want, Scorpio. So there's a fulfillment. Leave in the comments for me what yours is. It could concern a job, but it could concern love. It could concern something that you really want. That it's going to make you feel fulfilled, happy. What do you really want, Scorpio? What's the desires of your heart? Tell me. Because this is the time to go deep and have deep introspective thoughts and to come back with some clarity, some truth ready. Right. To pursue it until you obtain it. Okay. What else for Scorpio under this full moon? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you feel like you've never gotten fulfillment. You never got what you want. You haven't yet, right? Some of you are like, yeah, you know, it's not as though I had a great relationship and now I had a bad one. You've never had a good, successful relationship. And that's what you want. And others want to start their own business, to be their own boss, to step out on faith with the Knight of Pentacles. You're willing to invest, and you're willing to invest time as long as it takes. Somebody's at a crossroads in a relationship. Yeah, because you have to leave something in order for something new to come in. That's been what I've been hearing for you from the beginning. That fulfillment can't come in because there's no place for it to settle. But your heart wants what it wants. King of Cups. Stubborn Scorpio. Oh, okay. What else does Scorpio need to know, Spirit, about this full moon? Getting grounded. That's letting go and getting stable again. Feeling secure within yourself. Right. Making sure that you're ready for the next relationship, that you have endurance. I think it's going to take some time, some work, some effort, some pentacles. Yeah. Uh-oh. The past. They're looking at pictures and they miss you. Nostalgia. Yeah, the Six of Cups reverse. They miss you. This is the past. They're wondering, is it possible to still make new memories, forget the past? But you've moved on. Pluto going retrograde gave you a chance to slow down and really get in touch with what you want. Future energy. You went deep. And you revealed some things that were hidden about yourself. And now you're ready. You're ready to pursue your passions. The Knight of Wands. You are. The fire is inside of you. The desire. But they do miss you. That doesn't stop them from missing you. So tell me what Scorpio wants, Spirit. What is this fulfillment about? Okay, tell me what this fulfillment is about for Scorpio. This fulfillment is about being with somebody who is balanced for you. The connection is balanced. You both have the same feelings, ideals, values, and shared life goals. You feel mutual about each other. That's what would fulfill you. meeting a partner where you are balanced. The give and take is equal. Ow, I love that. Hey, if that's what will fulfill you, you are definitely thinking about that. Scorpio. There's also some negative patterns and behaviors that could be affecting you moving forward into something new, or this is for somebody who's with you. You know what, too, as you're moving forward and you're trying to find somebody that you align with, they're going through what they have to go through to be ready for you. Like, we all have to show up in the image of who we want, right? Okay. So I remember I was saying we, under the full moon, we have to let go of things that no longer serve us, people that no longer serve us, addiction, fear, doubt, bitterness, anger. Okay. Unresolved patterns and wounds, right? Anything that's affecting the future, right? Because if stuff is unresolved, that means you're still carrying some weight. And Spirit's saying you've got to let that go and be lighter, right? Be much more carefree, be ready. So there are things to let go of before you can obtain this fulfillment. Okay. What else does Scorpio need to know under this full moon, Spirit? It's a time for you to be flexible. You know, retrograde is about for you to relax, bring it down a notch, because sometimes we feel like we always got to be on, and Spirit's like, no. Retrograde is a time for you to take stock, to review, to assess, to prepare, to rest. Absolutely. Spirit wants you to be flexible, and this is looking at things from another perspective. Look, he's upside down, right? And that's the moon. Not knowing causes you to look at things from multiple perspectives. I feel that's what's going on right now. And Spirit says you will need to see in the dark. Talk about being flexible. You'll need to see in the dark to maneuver what's coming ahead. Damn, Scorpio. While it seems extreme, just hang in there. This too shall pass. With all this unresolved energy, I think there could be something happening that you don't see. Something coming that you don't see, like maybe the return of the past because of this nostalgia. Like you thought maybe they got over you or you were done with that, but they come back full force and they do get your attention. What else does Scorpio need to know? Yeah, there is something you don't see. It's coming and it changes everything. Okay, what else does Scorpio need to know under this full moon? Let's see. Yeah, some of you want a new job. Again, you need to clear something to start again. Or you have all these creative ideas. I know, like, I got to clean up my space before I start a project. That's letting go. That's clearing your space. You know, things hold energy. Clutter holds energy. It does. So some of you are saying, Spirit is saying, start anew by clearing your physical space, clearing your mental space, clearing space for this fulfillment to come in. Also, if your fulfillment deals with a nest egg, starting a new job stream or something, clear some space also in your schedule. Clear space to make that a priority for an hour or two, to just start to think about it, give it time to throw some ideas, right? Okay, Scorpio, this is an investment that you're looking at making here. Big plans for the future. Also taking calculated risks. You opened up with the Chariot. The Chariot knows where they're going. They don't just fly off the handle. Very strategic. So that energy seems to carry through, which is good. Under this full moon, somebody may try and pull the wool over your eyes, because Spirit says you'll need to see in the dark and be flexible. But I think you gather discernment. I think now you're listening to that small voice inside of you, and you're listening to it in terms of who you should invest in and what you should invest in. Also, you are protected. You are protected, Scorpio. You're being protected. I told you you have discernment, but you're being protected also from deceit and from situations that no longer serves you, like the past returning, trying to tell you, baby, I miss you, let me in, open the door. You're being protected from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while. Meaning don't answer the phone. Don't put yourself out there. It's retrograde. So just become introverted and spend some time with you, getting into what you like, what you don't like, filling up your cup. Yeah, here you go. That's going to lead you to that fulfillment. It's also going to keep wild situations away from you, as well as wild people, right? Okay. For those of you, your fulfillment. Tell me what Romance Angel says about love. Issues of trust. This situation is calling for you to have trust and faith. But you'll know. You'll know when you meet the right person, because you are a cup. You're all into your feelings, and they're going to do something to stir your feelings. I think I said that to you last reading. Something's going to happen, and you will know. But in the interim, until it happens, trust, faith. Pray that Spirit gets you ready for a relationship, that if there's any negative energy still lingering from the past, He helps you heal from it. I'll keep that in prayer for you also, Scorpio. But this new moon is about letting go so that you can then move on and go after what you want. And when it comes, you'll have a place to invite it in. You'll be like, come on in, let me take care of you, right? I just feel it. I feel it. Okay, what else does Scorpio need to know, Spirit? Under the full moon in Scorpio, it's all about you, your feelings. You're being a light of vitality. Accept the divine energy in your body, and every one of your cells regenerates. A lot of regeneration happening here. It's part of your transformation, preparing you for what is coming in. You get your vitality back too. Also, there's a mechanism of peace. You did have the Seven of Swords talk about peace and tranquility. Unwavering peace in the face of fear. Letting go of fear. Right. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. So peace is very important during this retrograde, during this full moon. Assessing who is not going to keep an environment of peace, calm, right? If that's the case, keep them away from you. Okay. We're going to summarize. Okay. With some words of wisdom, and then angel numbers. Oof. Spirit says, talk about numbers. If you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers, it's a sign that you are being supported. Didn't I tell you that too? Yes, you are protected and supported. You're also cared for and divinely protected. Beautiful things are about to happen for you, Scorpio. And then, of course, you have 555. That's you. 5 is the number of change, transformation. You are in your element, and I feel as long as you go with it, go with the flow, with what your spirit is saying, because you are highly spiritual right now. Yeah, major changes incur. Major change. I can't talk. Maybe you can't talk about it, but you gotta talk about it. You gotta bring it out. There's something inside that's could be a secret, and you have to bring it to the surface. Spirit's encouraging you to get the support, to be supportive, to get rid of obstacles, to stop with the battle, and to allow yourself to restructure, review, reassess. You're going to level up, and it might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. So if you're uncomfortable right now, just know you're being prepared for something higher, better. And that is why. And that is what you've been looking for, something higher, something better. So push through this. This fulfillment has your name all over it. This is the reward that's waiting at the finish line. Thank you so much for staying till the end. 555 in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And until the next moon phase, namaste.